So, compassion, peace in your heart. This can be really difficult for feisty souls. I think it can be difficult for anyone, but people who really see a bigger perspective and have compassion and love for the whole world sometimes put the whole world ahead of themselves. I'm Casey Berard, and I'm a focus coach. And one of the biggest things I work on with myself and with my clients is having compassion. I usually actually, when clients come to me, and even for myself, notice that the last place we tend to offer compassion is to ourselves. So I work to remind beautiful feisty souls that offering compassion to ourselves first nourishes us and keeps our cups full. Write down soul to soul in the comments if you've ever done this, where you've offered to another person compassion and love and understanding before you've offered it to yourself. You're not alone at all. This is very typical, and it's very typical of what I call the power and control paradigm, is to sort of put everything outside of ourselves instead of creating sacred space for both ourselves, other people, and the larger world as a whole. So that's what I'd like to encourage you to do today. I'd like to encourage you to offer compassion consciously as a practice. So you've got to train it in your mind's eye, in your head. You need to memorize it. First, take a deep breath in. I'm suffering. I'm in pain. Bathe in compassion. As you do that, it's much easier to then offer compassion to other people. And then what's exciting about that is that you can offer compassion to the rest of the world. So today's feisty minute or moments is seemingly simple, but really difficult in real life. Taking a moment to really connect with how challenging it is to hold space for yourself. 20 years worth of work I've done with feisty souls, and I would say the hardest uphill climb is to offer compassion to ourselves. I know that from personal experience, and I know that from working with clients. Once it clicks, or once you're given permission, it will become easier to do it. What does compassion look like? It looks like being here in the now, seeing all the pieces that are alive in the experience that you're having, and just giving a little bit of spaciousness. So instead of feeling pressed into that tight space and like there's no capacity for change and no capacity for a potential great outcome to this, just open up, expand, give yourself some breathing space to soften, to be kind. I find people have an easier time thinking about doing this for their best friend who's struggling, or someone who they know a sad story of. They find it really easy to go, oh yeah, to be in their shoes, I'd give them a little more space or a little more kindness or a little more gentleness. So that's my call to you today, is to ask you to give yourself a little more space, a little more kindness, and that is the bubble of compassion that then will allow you to extrapolate that out into the world for others and for the larger context of the world. Such a simple concept, yet so hard to do. If you'd like more information on this on a personal level, coaching is really helpful to help offer self-compassion. Kristen Neff has an amazing website. It's just her name, kristenneff.com. I'll link it in the comments below. For sure, when I need a boost and to remind me what self-compassion looks like, I go to her books or her CDs. And then I always try and remember and ask my friends to remind me to offer myself compassion. Know that being on this path as a feisty soul is a journey. It's not a destination. And that sometimes we're going to get it really good, and sometimes we're going to not get it so good, and sometimes we're going to be somewhere in between. Did you know that was me saying compassionately outside to you what compassion looks like? So I just want to dare you to offer yourself a lot or a little of compassion today, and just try it. And then tomorrow try adding a little bit more, and then the next day try adding a little bit more, and let me know in the comments below how that went. Did it work well? Did it backfire? Did you feel good? Did you feel bad? If you like this video and you want more spiritually nurturing, inspirational, and strategic ways to apply mindfulness to your life, I would love to help you. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my notifications of new videos, and I wish you the best of luck in your life, feisty soul.